Hey everyone, and welcome to this deep dive into the life of Paul Pogba.
Ooh,
You know?
exciting.
Yeah, you know him. You know him as this amazing footballer.
Yeah, World Cup winner.
World Cup winner, right? Super charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going deeper than just, the goals and the fancy footwork today.
Right beyond the surface.
Exactly, and we're looking at some excerpts from this report
Okay,
on the untold struggles and triumphs of Paul Pogba.
interesting.
And let me tell you, it's a wild ride, this story.
Go with it.
Full of shocking twists and turns.
Okay.
We're going to explore the pressures of fame, betrayals from family,
Wow.
and even a chilling extortion plot.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
Get ready to dive in.
Right.
So what I think is so fascinating about Pogba's story is how relatable it is in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, he starts from pretty humble beginnings, right?
Absolutely.
Modest household in Lagny-sur-Marne, France.
Mm-hmm.
And that journey, to global stardom,
Yeah.
I think it's something that so many people aspire to.
It is a classic kind of rags to riches,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But as we're going to uncover, that rise to the top
right.
comes with a whole other set of challenges.
It does. It really does. The report actually opens with this crazy scene.
Oh, really?
March 2022.
Okay.
Pogba's held at gunpoint.
What?
Yeah, threatened by these armed men
Oh, my goodness.
demanding 13 million euros.
Wow.
Can you even imagine
That's terrifying.
that kind of terror?
I mean, just the thought of it is just sending chills down my spine.
It's scary stuff.
Yeah.
And it gets even more unsettling when you realize who was allegedly behind it all.
Okay.
It wasn't just random criminals, right?
Right.
These were people Pogba considered close.
Oh, so this is like an inside job type of thing.
Yeah, it's heavy stuff. His own childhood friends
No way.
and even his brother Matthias
Oh, boy.
were allegedly involved.
That's intense.
It's crazy, right? The source alleges that they accused him of abandoning them financially
Oh.
after he became famous.
So, like, they were expecting a handout.
It seems that way, yeah.
Wow.
And this betrayal, you can tell from the report, it really cut Pogba deep.
Yeah.
He describes feeling tricked,
Mm-hmm.
and he even says, money can corrupt even the strongest bonds.
It's true.
You can just sense the heartbreak in his words.
Yeah.
You know how this situation just ripped his family apart?
Absolutely. I can only imagine going through something like that.
Right. It really makes you question,
Yeah.
who can you trust?
It really does. When your own family turns against you like that,
It's heavy stuff.
what do you do?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, in this case, it's still ongoing.
Oh, wow.
Matthias and 5 others are facing charges. But for now, it's important to note this extortion plot wasn't the only hardship that
No.
Pogba has had to endure.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in that drama.
Yeah.
But there's other stuff going on too, right?
Yeah. He's faced so much pressure from the media
Oh, yeah. Always in the spotlight.
constantly. The report talks about how they just scrutinize every single move he makes,
Mm-hmm.
focusing on his lifestyle, his appearance.
Right, rather than what he's doing on the field.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like they're just waiting for him to mess up.
It's like they want the gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this scrutiny,
Yeah.
it really took a toll on Pogba, especially when he was struggling with those recurring injuries.
Right. Because on top of everything else,
Yeah.
he's dealing with physical pain too.
Yeah. And, the report really dives into the impact of those injuries,
Yeah.
especially that knee injury that sidelined him during the 2022 World Cup.
Oh, man, that's got to be devastating.
To miss out on that.
Yeah. To work so hard to get to that point,
You're right.
and then your body just betrays you.
It's heartbreaking. And the report goes into, that grueling rehab,
Yeah.
the mental and physical toll of being sidelined. And it highlights how much dedication it takes to come back from those setbacks.
Right. And I think a lot of people listening can relate to that
Oh, yeah.
in some way,
Absolutely.
whether it's a sports injury or, just some other kind of setback in life.
Right.
That experience of pushing through the pain, the frustration to achieve your goals,
Yeah.
that's something we all go through.
It is. It's universal. It's like you realize that even these world-class athletes,
Yeah.
they're human.
They are.
They go through the same struggles.
Absolutely.
Just in different forms.
Different forms, yeah.
They feel the same pain, the same frustration.
They put their pants on one leg at a time, just like us.
That's a good way to put it. It's like a reminder.
It is.
Yeah.
It reminds us that there's always more to the story
Yeah,
than what we see on the surface.
for sure.
Yeah.
And in Pogba's case, those struggles just make his triumphs
Yeah.
that much more impressive.
They do. Let's talk about those triumphs.
Yeah, let's get into it.
I'm excited to hear more about this.
Mm-hmm.
And when we talk about triumphs,
Yeah.
we got to talk about that 2018 World Cup victory.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It's iconic.
This wasn't just any win, right?
No.
This was a moment that cemented his place in football history.
For sure. The source actually describes his performance in the final against Croatia as magnetic.
Ooh, I like that word.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that goal he scored,
Yeah.
it wasn't just like athleticism.
Right.
It was strategy. It was vision.
Mm-hmm.
A real understanding of the flow of the game.
Yeah, and the report kind of dives into the tactics there.
He does.
Like, he didn't just react to what was happening on the field.
Right.
He was orchestrating plays,
Mhm.
creating opportunities for his teammates.
Exactly. This wasn't luck.
Right.
This was peak Pogba.
Peak Pogba. I love it.
Using his unique skill set, you know,
Yeah.
to just dominate.
It's the man the field.
Yeah. What's interesting is the report draws a direct line
Okay.
from that World Cup win back to his earlier struggles.
Right.
It argues that overcoming those injuries, facing that media scrutiny, it like forged a resilience in him
Ooh.
that was essential to his performance on that world stage.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right. Like he'd been through so much
Yeah.
and he came out stronger.
Right. Using those experiences
Exactly.
to fuel him even further.
And it didn't stop there, right?
It didn't. Okay, tell me more.
The report goes on to list, you know, his successes at club level.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
Multiple Serie A titles with Juventus,
Okay.
a Europa League title,
Mm-hmm.
and an EFL Cup with Manchester United.
Wow, that's an impressive list.
It's pretty remarkable,
It is.
especially when you consider everything else that was happening
Off the field.
off the field behind the scenes.
Right, right. It makes you think, like, how did he do it all?
Yeah, how did he juggle it all?
Right.
And that's where the report talks about compartmentalization.
Okay, interesting.
Like, he developed this ability to separate those personal struggles from his professional life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so like almost creating a wall between those two worlds.
Yeah, and, you know, channeling that frustration, even that anger.
Into his performance.
Yeah.
On the pitch.
So it's almost like, you know, those hardships
Yeah.
kind of fueled his ambition in a way.
Yeah, like a fire inside him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It speaks to his mental fortitude,
Absolutely.
you know, his ability to stay focused,
Mm.
even when everything around him is chaotic.
You got to have that, especially in that field.
Yeah, for sure. And this resilience, you know, it goes beyond the football field too.
Oh, really? Okay, how so?
The report talks about his philanthropic efforts, you know, the way he uses his platform to advocate for social justice,
Right.
to support charitable causes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And that section on his work with young people
Yeah.
in underprivileged communities.
Okay.
I mean, it's clear he wants to use his success to inspire others,
Mhm.
to show them that they can overcome obstacles and achieve their dreams.
That's a great message.
It is right.
Yeah.
It speaks to this bigger theme of second chances
Yeah.
that kind of runs throughout the whole report.
Ooh, I like that.
It's like Pogba's story
Mm.
isn't just about football.
Right.
It's about navigating life's complexities,
Right.
making mistakes, finding the strength to rise above them.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah, it's a reminder that we all have the potential
Absolutely.
for growth and redemption.
Second chances are out there.
And that's a message that I think everyone can relate to.
For sure. It doesn't matter if you're a football fan or not.
Right.
Pogba's story, it's a human story.
At its core.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's about family,
Mm-hmm.
betrayal, resilience, and the power of the human spirit,
Yeah.
you know, to overcome adversity.
It really makes you reflect on your own life.
It does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Your own struggles, how you've dealt with them.
Yeah, like, have you ever been in a situation where you felt betrayed by someone close to you?
Yeah. How did you cope?
How did you deal with that?
Right. And how did you find the strength to move forward?
Yeah, that's something to think about.
It is. And I think Pogba's journey offers some valuable insights there.
For sure.
Even in the face of, you know, unimaginable challenges,
Right.
he never lost sight of his goals.
He never gave up.
He never gave up. And I think that's the most inspiring part.
It's a good lesson.
Yeah. It's a reminder that even when life throws you those curveballs,
Mm-hmm.
you have the power to choose how you respond.
Absolutely.
You have the power.
You can let those challenges define you,
Right.
or you can use them as fuel to
Mhm.
become even stronger,
Stronger. Yeah.
even more determined to succeed.
To prove them wrong and achieve even more.
And who knows, maybe even inspire others along the way.
Yeah. Why not pay it forward, right?
Right. And it's crazy to think that even after everything Pogba's been through, he still has so much of his career ahead of him.
I know, right? That's what's so interesting about this report. it doesn't try to wrap everything up neatly.
Right.
It leaves you wondering what's next for Pogba. It really does. I mean, after that betrayal, will he ever fully trust again?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah. And, has all of this changed him?
Good questions.
Yeah.
And the report doesn't shy away from that complexity.
Oh,
It recognizes that this is just one chapter in his story,
right.
and the effects of these events will probably stay with him.
Yeah. But it also suggests that there's potential for redemption,
Absolutely.
both, personally and professionally.
For sure. There's room for growth, for healing, for him to kind of rewrite his own narrative.
I like that. And I think that's what makes this whole deep dive so powerful.
Yeah.
It's not just about, learning the facts of Pogba's life.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing the complexities of being human. It's about acknowledging that even those who seem to have it all
Yeah.
still face challenges and make mistakes.
We're all human at the end of the day.
We are. And it reminds us that we should never underestimate
Yeah.
that human capacity for resilience and change.
I love that. So what do you think? What does Pogba's story teach us about ourselves?
I don't know. What do you think?
About the allure of fame, but also the downsides. About trusting your instincts, but also forgiving those who've hurt you.
That's a lot to think about.
It is a lot to unpack.
And I hope this deep dive has encouraged everyone listening
Yeah.
to kind of look beyond those headlines.
Right. See the real people behind the stories.
Exactly. To see the nuances of their journeys.
Yeah. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
What resonated with you most about Pogba's story? What lessons did you take away?
Yeah. And what other figures, athletes or otherwise, would you like us to do a deep dive on?
Let us know.
Let us know. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.